Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Ask AJ. I'm here with Rebecca, our amazing in-house designer, and obviously it's Edward.
And Ted.
And Ted, who's joined us as well, who's been very well behaved, sat down admiring all the lovely brochures that we're going to show today. So the point of today's Ask AJ is to talk about the importance of an amazing brochure. So we're lucky enough that Rebecca designs some fantastic brochures, which we've got some different samples of here, and they're all different shapes and sizes and have different folds. But at the end of the day, they're all bespoke and unique to each home that we bring to market. But the reason that we want to more talk about them today is not just the importance of just having a nice brochure for kind of the sake of having one. It's actually that they really do act as strong marketing tools. And something that's come up recently, which sort of jogged me to bring this up today, is we've had a few people mention the fact that recently, given how the market's been, and we've been selling a lot of homes very quickly, which is great, people have sort of said, oh, well, do I need a brochure? Like, it's selling so quickly.
Sell before we get them back from the printers.
Yeah, so poor Bex gets a bit disheartened sometimes when she's designing these beautiful brochures, and then we sell them before they even got back from the printers, perhaps. But the point is that we would still always, get brochures printed and make use of them as a marketing tool. So if we've got the instance where a house has sold, but they haven't had a chance to have the hard copy brochure, we'd still make sure that as soon as they come back from the printer, that the client would get given, a few copies.
And we're saying it's also really important for the buyer of that house, because it's a nice way to kind of show off the house you bought, and you want to show it to your family and friends, and just because you're proud of the house you bought, so that's why you want to keep your brochure and showcase it in its best light, I guess.
Exactly, and at the end of the day, I think a lot of buyers, if they, you're spending a lot of money potentially on a house, and they want to show it off, and if they're, a lot of our buyers are based further away.
Or keep it on the coffee table when
Exactly,
they've just moved in.
just like nicely place it as friends come over.
Next to the coffee.
But they do that. So what will happen is they will start showing friends and family. They might give a couple to their mum and dad, or brothers and sisters or friends to have a look at and keep. And what that then means is, because they've already started sharing that house and what that house will bring with the people that they're hoping to share it with, their friends and family visit, they're less likely to potentially pull out if something minor sort of cropped up in the sale, because they've already started showing it off and talking about having the housewarming party or bring them over to to see it, by showing them the potential of what that house will bring from the brochure.
Get a reminder why they like, and it's obviously showcasing the best of it. So if they're going to have doubts, they can look at that again, and they will see the best of that house. So they'll be reminded why they fell in love with it on the viewing. So. Yeah,
exactly. And then the other side of it is, and more often than not, is that we do get them obviously back ready for bringing a house to market. And if you've got them for the viewing, we'd always make sure that a buyer gets given one if they've not had one prior on the day of the viewing. And 100% our unique in-house design bespoke brochures will stand out usually against anything else that they might have for another property that they've been viewing. So it's a good way that after they've had back-to-back maybe 3-4 viewings that day or that weekend, that they've got something that will stand out again on the coffee table or whatever, to remind them of that house, and then think, oh yeah, that was lovely, and it's just another way of rejogging their memory of the house.
Standing out from the rest, like you said.
And they do, and obviously they showcase all the photography and all the text that we've got. So it's really a reminder tool, and then kind of a way of concreting the sale post the sale being agreed. And then little things like obviously having the floor plan at the back.
Plan where they want the furniture.
Exactly. Just into her house now, she pretty much rejigged all the house and how she was going to change the rooms around and do different bits, and God forbid draw on the floor plan, which I don't like doing. But it gives them the chance to do that and really start planning their life in their new home. So they really are super duper important. And that's why I would always advise that you make sure you get a brochure printed and ready, and even if it's not ready for the house going to market, which can sometimes happen, still get them printed, get them to your clients, get them to your buyers, have them for the viewings, and they just really help as a strong marketing tool. So if you're interested in getting your own bespoke brochure and house and market, get in touch, and any of the team will be happy to have a chat with you about how we can help, and Rebecca can design you your very own brochure. Okay, so that's all for now, and we'll speak to you next week.